What is up, vinyl community? Kieran here. Been about 4 weeks since my last video. Said I wasn't gonna buy records. I've definitely amassed a bunch of new records I'm looking at here, but I've been pretty good at kind of staying away from the record store and digging a bit more into my collection and still my Boxing Day finds and just listening to some music. Enjoying that. Great start to the year so far. Drinking some tea. Got a comment on one of my videos recently that it was annoying when I drink tea, so I thought I'd drink some more tea. I happen to be drinking tea right now. But I hope everyone's well. I'm not really in a super pumpy mood or whatever to, do needle drops and get all excited, but I wanted to share these records with you. I have a little bit of time right now, and I don't know when I will have time to do this if I don't do it now in the near future. So let's get to it. Some records. Oh, you can see there I have the Dual 1229, which I've had for a while but hadn't got fixed up. I just got it fixed up and picked it up last night. So really excited to have that bad boy working. And I'm spinning Alice Coltrane Eternity. You can see, well known among the VC. Great record. If you don't have it, definitely pick it up. So, picked this up a few weeks ago. It was a release from a few years ago. I don't know what year they put this out, but they still had a new copy at the record store, and actually they've sold for quite a bit online on Discogs. But so this is Sam Sanders, Mirror Mirror, and this is on Strata Records, released through Fat Beats. And 180 proof, which owns all the rights to Strata. I'm not sure if it's Strata and Strata East, but I think it might just be Strata that they own. Anyway, regardless, this was never released, and it's from '75, I want to say, originally. Kind of soulful jazz. There's only there's 4 sides. It's 2 records at 45 RPM, and there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs, and each one kind of has something different to offer. I think the first 200 or something number of pressings were on some kind of colored vinyl, maybe chocolate or brown or something. And then I think there was maybe 1,000 of these pressed. But anyway, it's really nice. It's 180 gram vinyl. And the reason I bought this, one other than the music, those are the Strata labels, is because it was never actually released. And, I don't buy too many reissues. But this one looked like a nice kind of package, and the music sounded good, and it's music that had never been released before, so on vinyl. So really cool to pick that up. Yeah, it's limited to 1,000 there. So I don't know that you'll be able to find one of those, but you can definitely check out the songs on YouTube. That's what I did. Sam Sanders, Mirror Mirror. So I picked up a couple kind of, I would say, treats, couple goodies for me. You don't see, really rare records here that often in Montreal, but not that these are crazy rare, but I spent a bit more than I usually spend on these just because I saw them and I wanted to add them to my collection. So one on ESP and one on Strata East, some labels I've been collecting recently. If you follow me on Instagram under Needle Groove Apparel, you probably have already seen that I picked some of these up. So picked up this Dick Griffin, The Eighth Wonder. Not as cool a cover. I mean, it's a nice cover, but not as cool as some of the Strata East records from the 70s. But this one has Dick Griffin on trombone, Cecil McBee on bass, Freddie Waits on drums, Ron Burton piano, Warren Smith, Sam Rivers on tenor sax. Really, really nice record. Definitely some spiritual vibe going on here. So I definitely recommend checking that one out on Strata East. Always happy to add a Strata East record to the collection. Don't come across them too often, especially for an affordable price. I found, I don't know if those of you watched the crate digging video that I put up, just like me going through a crate. That is the only one that I bought from that crate, and it wasn't actually in the video because I'd already pulled it out. But yeah, those were some great records in that crate, but just really, really expensive. I know I got a lot of comments on that video, people asking about prices and stuff, but that was kind of the crate that they had at the store behind the counter, where it's all the records they have up on Discogs. So they're, you know, asking premium prices, which is why they're still sitting in the store, because they're not priced to sell quickly by any means. But this one was fair price. I think they had priced it kind of before the exchange. The currency US and Canada had kind of shifted a lot. So now I think I got it for a really fair price, especially with the exchange, what it would sell for in the US. The other one that I picked up, which I was pretty happy about, is this one that I dropped a little bit of dough on. It's Gato Barbieri Quartet. Actually, this one wasn't that expensive, finally, in the end. This is like a second or third pressing. So I've been learning about ESP. You have the address here, 290 West End Avenue. So that's from like 73 to 75. So it would have been kind of a pressing from about 5 years after it was released. But still, with ESP, like, beautiful. It looks exactly the same. It's literally just the address, and the vinyl itself is, you still have the same cool labels, and it's really thick vinyl, and this one is just in near mint condition. Beautiful. And this is called In Search of the Mystery, Gato Barbieri, and it's definitely a bit more, it's definitely out there, a lot freer than some of the stuff you know from the 70s, his ABC Impulse work. But definitely this one also is on YouTube, so you can check that out. So this and the Dick Griffin, check those out on YouTube. Another one I picked up, which I just couldn't resist because I've been buying everything I can find by him, and a lot of them have been Japanese. All of them? No, all except one. The one on Black Saint have been Japanese pressings. This is Love on the Sudan by Billy Harper Quintet. There's 3 tracks on here, Love on the Sudan being one, taking up a whole side. Awakening, which I already have on the Awakening album I picked up. And Priestess, which is what I really wanted on here. I love that song, Priestess. I had heard it on YouTube, and it just blew me away. So this is on Danon as well, Billy Harper Quintet. Can't say enough good thing. Can't say enough about Billy Harper, man. If you are not up on Billy Harper, definitely get on that. One of my friends' moms was wanting to get rid of her record collection. She didn't want to just give it away. So I kind of went over, and I didn't know what to expect, if I was going to, want to buy it all and get a ton of stuff, or I was hoping not, although it would have been nice to find a jackpot, but I also didn't want to spend tons of money, and I also wanted to be super fair with her. I didn't, she wanted to sell the collection, so I kind of gave her a little bit of advice, and I picked out some records. I got about 15 to 20 records, I think. Nothing rare, like a lot of Stevie Wonder records. I had that I didn't have, Paul Simon. I'll do a video where I show you guys. Nothing crazy. A Led Zeppelin, Janis Joplin, just stuff that I wouldn't maybe necessarily go out and buy. But really just happy to add it to my collection for a fair price. The one that I did take out from there, which is a little bit more obscure, is this. And I don't know if anyone's going to know this. It's from Quebec. It's L'Infonie, and it's Direction Walter Boudreau. And this is definitely, it's kind of like some free jazz. There's some funkiness to it. There's some kind of spoken word stuff in French, so most of you won't understand a thing. But I'm curious if any of you know this. I feel like if anyone would know it, it might be like Chris Cole, or Chris Basket, Chris 4127 Basket, or even Fred, who's probably not going to see this video. Neither is Chris Cole. But anyways, this is definitely different and a really cool cover as well. So that was kind of an obscure one that I picked up in that from that bunch. What else did I get? Oh, I just picked this up yesterday. Happy to add this one to the collection. 1984, my man Yusef Lateef, one of my favorite artists. Just gave this a spin. Not my favorite of his, but definitely enjoyable. And this is the 72 reissue. So, not expensive at all, but in good shape. So really happy to find that. You don't need to say more about that. What else I got? Oh, so a lot of you made videos for my 10 records under $10 thread. Thank you very much. Some great videos. And this is one that I picked up from that kind of recommendation from those videos. I think it was, I don't know if Tom, you showed this, or I think Dave Sequoia Flame might have shown this, or both of you even. I'm just guessing here, but that's my feeling. Anyway, you guys both made awesome videos, Tom and Dave. Thank you very much. This is an awesome record, and I picked it up for like $3 or something, so really happy about that. Definitely recommend you pick it up if you don't have it. This I also picked up yesterday in perfect condition. Ivan Boogaloo Joe Jones, Snake Rhythm Rock, so some funky jazz. Very soulful, bluesy. And this is from one of his later ones. I think it's from 73 or 74. 73 on Prestige. And this is a DJ copy. Disc jockey copy, not for sale. It's not a white label promo, but it's a DJ copy, which is, so in the catalog number it actually says DJ. And this one's good. I listened to it already and I enjoyed it. I have one of his on CD, and this is my second one on record. What else? Oh, this is one I didn't know about that I was really happy to discover, actually. I picked it up, and this is Archie Shepp Kwanzaa. And this was not expensive. It's a later Impulse release, ABC Impulse, on the label that I don't usually buy much unless they're originals. I don't usually buy those if it's a reissue on that label. But as far as I know, this is the first release of this record, and it's previously recorded stuff. It wasn't from 74, but it was released in 74. Amazing record, and really kind of suits my my taste, because it has the spiritual vibe and a little, not really even free, but not too free, because some Archie Shepp stuff is just too out there for me, or I'm not there yet. But this is definitely more on the soulful feel, and some spiritual. They do Slow Drag on here, and they do New Africa by Griffin III, which I love. I'm really looking for that record. I hope to find that one day. But I'll just list you off some of the artists on this record. It's recordings taken from the late 70s, I think 67 to 69 type of thing. 69, 68, yeah, 68 and 69. So you have Archie Shepp, Leon Thomas, Jimmy Owens, Woody Shaw, Gratian Monker III, James Spalding, Charles Davis, Cecil Payne, Dave Burrell, Andy Bay, Cedar Walton, Walter Booker, Bernard Purdy, Joe Chambers. So just like killer artists on here. And this one, like I said, not expensive because it's a bit of a later release. Archie Shepp, Kwanzaa 74, ABC Impulse. I'm sure some of you know this, but I had never heard of it. Picked up another Woody Shaw. I'm on a Woody Shaw mission. I mean, when I see these for a few bucks, I'm not going to leave them behind. I think this one was $5, Master of the Art. Woody Shaw. This is, yeah, Bobby Hutcherson on here on Vibes. It's from the 80s, I think. Yeah, 82 on Elektra. Solid recording date, early 80s jazz. If you see this one for a few bucks and you're into Woody Shaw, recommend picking it up. Picked this one up yesterday. Was kind of surprised to see this. I didn't know anything about it until, well, I mean, I still didn't really know anything about it when I saw it, but it kind of rang some bells because, Tom, you had just done the VCLT video from Chris Cole, and you had showed the third installment in this series, and I was kind of curious what it was, and then I went into the store yesterday and came across this. It's United States of Mind. This is Phase 2. You showed All, which is Phase 3. This is Total Response by Horace Silver Quintet with vocals, and I mean, just the lineup, the musicians on here. You have Andy Bay on vocals, and Salome Bay, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. And then you also have Cecil Bridgewater, Harold Vick, Mickey Roker. So really good artists. And this is not what you expect from Horace Silver. I mean, it's different. I mean, he's always been soulful, but this is definitely got some funky soulfulness to it, more on the 70s vibe than, he's definitely come out of the 60s. Moved on and is trying something different. Really cool. I enjoy it. Next one, I don't really need to say much about, but I finally picked this up. Really hard to find in Canada. for I don't know what reason, what's going on with the distribution, but they were kind of just like trickling into the record stores, 1 or 2 copies at a time. Finally got one, and I saw yesterday they had another copy at the store finally, so maybe now it's going to be more accessible. But I already knew the music, but definitely I experienced it more now, having listened to it on vinyl. I had it digitally, but was really waiting to get the records to really enjoy it and appreciate it. Beautiful packaging, you guys know about it. Most of you have it, and really after sitting with it and listening to it on record, even more impressed with the work here by Kumasi Washington, as well as the packaging by Brain Feeder is great. And with the sheer amount of music they press into 3 records, it sounds great. Really impressed. So if you haven't picked that up yet, it's pricey in the sense that it's $50, well, Canadian. It'll be 30 something American, but you're getting three LPs there. So definitely good value. Pick this one up. I think Dave Sequoia Flame, you showed this one as well, and I came across it. I as well love Jack DeJohnette, and this is one that I didn't have from the period, the ECM late 70s period. Dope fusion album with John Abercrombie, Lester Bowie, and Eddie Gomez. Few more, nothing exciting. Couple thrift store finds, which I don't usually go into, but they're kind of like this thrift store. One of their locations opened up like a vinyl, almost like a record store. It's mostly crap, but they kind of clearly know that vinyl is more popular now, and it's like a record store. It's organized by genre, and it's crazy. There's tons of stuff there, but it's mostly crap. But I picked up a couple things. This Eberhard Weber, The Following Morning on ECM. I had been wanting this because to check out the music, but I had seen it on the Jay Dilla Crate Diggers video. They had pulled it out. Beautiful cover, very quiet music. It's a good one. Picked up this too for $1. Dr. Buzzard's original Savannah Band, and not amazing, but it definitely has this was actually in the Crate Diggers video as well, the Adrian Young one. And it has the Cherchez la Femme, which was sampled by Ghostface on Cherchez la Ghost. And I picked up this Al Green, Full of Fire. I need to get more Al Green. I think this is my first Al Green that I have on vinyl, and I kind of maybe I love Al Green, but didn't buy it because it was like, man, it's soul music that I know well. I'm more into discovering, new stuff that I don't know as well. Kind of why I didn't also buy Stevie Wonder records. I had most of them on CD. Al Green, however, I have it digitally, but man, this isn't considered his best. It's a mid-70s, but so good. I love Al Green. And so now I'm definitely going to keep my eye open for his earlier records. And if you don't know the Al Green album that he put out in 2008 called Lay It Down, which was produced by Questlove, definitely check that out. Amazing soul album with some features on it. I think John Legend's on it. I know Anthony Hamilton's on there. Questlove just did a great job with Al Green creating that masterpiece. And I'm missing some musicians I know who also helped. If it was James Poser, I'm not sure who else contributed to that album. But if you like Al Green or if you like soul music, definitely check it out. Check out Lay It Down. And I picked this one up yesterday also for a few bucks. Another one I had on CD that I used to listen to when I was a teenager. I was just kind of getting into music. And this is, just solid guitar work. Jeff Beck, Blow by Blow for a few bucks. I was definitely happy to add that to the collection. I will give it some spins. So that's it. Those are the records I picked up. Kept it just under 20 minutes. Feel like I haven't seen too many new finds videos. John, K-Tech Head, just put one up yesterday, so I started watching it. Looking forward to watching the rest of that. I actually spoke to John this week. We had a call, which was really great to kind of connect outside of outside of just YouTube with some of the members. So that was cool. Anyway, I hope everyone's well. Looking forward to see some records from you guys. Take care. Peace.